Hello everyone, this is Mr. Tosh Kumbano. I'm your real estate guide. I share tips with you guys on land investment or real estate investment. So, of course, it's been I think 5 years I've been into real estate now, 5 years. So I've been able to learn the basics. I've been able to learn a lot of things about land investment or real estate investment. So I want to share with you some of if you're willing to actually go into real estate. You're a beginner, you want to start. Doesn't matter. You can start very little, and the basic ways you can. But today I'm going to be sharing with us land banking, the purpose to bank in land, the reasons to bank in land, and the benefits. Is very, very important you understand this because a lot of people do not know this. A lot of them do not know this. You have a lot of people, their money is in the bank. No, it's not. It's not a wise thing to do. It's not actually a wise thing to do. I don't know. It's just like any investor will tell you, "I'm always broke." Investor will always say, "I'm always broke. I'm always broke." I listen to Grant Cardone a lot. He always talk about how broke he is because a multi-billion, his net worth runs in millions of dollars, if not billions anyway. But he always talk about, "I'm always broke." Why? Because he reinvests all the time. He doesn't have money at hand or stock in the bank and all that. Of course, you even have some billionaires or millionaires that they have money in the bank, but they also borrow to invest. But that's a discussion for another day. But what I was talking about, land banking, the purpose of land banking, why you should bank in land. Let's start with your money in the bank. Let's say you have 5 million seated in the bank for over 2 years. But there are lands that are selling as low as 300, 400,000, or even 500,000 per plot. Why not? It's in a simplest form or in the simplest reasoning. You can actually bring your money, put it in land. The money you put in land over 2 years appreciates. We talk about appreciation of real estate. That's one of the basic essentials of real estate investment. It keeps appreciating over time. Of course, real estate is the I think one of the safest form of investment that we should key into. A lot of people talk about Bitcoin. Bitcoin to me, I don't see it as an investment. It's very volatile. Your money can go in second. Of course, I don't know much about Bitcoin, but crypto is not a form of investment as far as I'm concerned because you're not in control. But in real estate, you are in control. You can decide what happens with your money. It's a physical asset. You are seeing it all the time. You can decide what to do with it. But every other form of investment, like Bitcoin I talk about, I don't see it as an investment. A lot of people put their money in Bitcoin as a form of investment, and then they're always going through their phone over time. No, that's not an investment. You cannot sleep over a night because you have money somewhere. So I always advocate real estate, land banking precisely. So you have money in the bank. Another one is that inflation affects your money in the bank. High price of goods and services. That's the basic. High price of goods and services. I think a couple of months ago, I went to Price. I can't remember what I went to Price. It was sold. It was sold for that very thing was sold for. I think it's a 50K the last time I priced. But I went back. The commodity in question is now at 90 something thousand within a space of few months. Within a space of few months. So what do you make of it that you have, let's say, 200,000 naira in the bank as at when it was selling for 50K, and you come back, you still have your 200,000 in the bank. As an example, you've gone back again and it's now selling for 90 something or 100K. That's a 50% or 100% increase in price. It has appreciated. The commodity has appreciated, but it affects your money in the bank. That's what I'm trying to say. It affects your money in the bank. So The best thing is put your money in the bank. I'm not saying you shouldn't save, at least you have your upkeeps and all that. You should save, you should keep some money in the bank, but don't put all your money in the bank. We should put our, I think we should start trading real estate today. There are a lot of benefits attached to it. I talk about inflation and all that. So inflation acts on your money in the bank. So there's no point putting it. It doesn't make sense. There's no point leaving your money in the bank where you have areas that can generate your money over a short period of time. I don't understand. So it's very important you actually look into land banking. Very, very important. It's a form of wealth, a storage of wealth creation, and it's a smart way to invest. It's a smart way for startups. I have a story of a man who invested in over 100 acres in a bush. In over 100 acres, probably bought the plot 50,000 per plot. He bought over 100 acres. Today, the property is worth 2 million per plot. Now do the mathematics, 2 million times. If you're measuring 50 by 100 for 1 acre is 8 plots. Then for 100, that's about 800 plots. 100 acres times 8, that's about 800 plots. Now do the math, 2 million per plot. 2 million times 800, that's about, it's running in billions already. It's running billions. So this is a smart way to do it. Now you can imagine 800 plots times 2 million that the property is now worth today. That's about 1 point something billion. And you're leaving your money in the bank. Think about it. It doesn't make sense. So start thinking land banking today. Hello, my name is again Mr. Tishku Bono. Subscribe to my channel, Stock Empire channel. I'll be sharing with you time